All right, we're on episode 4 of Growing Beyond with Jason Roshek and Partners. And do you believe? I am starting to. Do you see the Super Bowl, the confetti? Do you see it coming? Let's hold on. We got 4 more weeks, the playoffs, blah, 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 blah. But you got to admit, Benito is beautiful. That's all you need to know. Our defense is amazing. So let's get to episode 4. Hang on one second. Oh, you can keep it.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I'm calm down. Not really. But one of my favorite things that people ask me all the time is, hey, Jason, I want to be a real estate agent. And so I'm going to tell you every time, yep, hey, we should talk. Let's do it. You know what? It's hard. It is hard to be a real estate agent all of the time. So here is what I got to tell you. I'm going to help you. I don't care if you're with Coldwell Banker. I don't care if you're with Gary Keller and Keller Williams. I think that's it, Keller Williams. I said that right. Mm-hmm. I don't care if you're with Compass. I don't care if you're with Remax. I don't care if you're with Better Homes and Gardens. I don't care if you're with who you are with, but I get that question all the time. And so here's some things. We got Danielle that's producing this thing today. So she'll be chiming in. I am totally sure on that. So I would be happy to meet with you. I will be happy to interview you to be on my team. Sometimes I'm not a good fit. Sometimes you might be a great fit. And Danielle, you've seen, we have a tough process to get interviewed on.
Yes.
Yeah. But here's what you need to know about being a real estate agent. It's hard. Did you know in the NFL there are 32 playbooks, there's 32 teams, and only one of them will succeed at the end of the year? In real estate, it's the 80-20 rule, maybe even 90-10 rule, maybe? Would you agree with that, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So your playbook has to be stellar. And I'm going to tell you, it starts with, and this hurts a little bit, but you earn to learn. That's a Gary Keller thing, earn to learn. I will tell you, I take so many classes. Danielle, how many classes do we take a year?
Oh, so many classes.
So many classes. And some of them are even repeats from last year because you learn stuff like
True.
Our contracts change every year.
They do.
They do. We have our annual contract class that we have to take, or commission, I think it's commission update, ACU or something like that. And so you're always learning in this profession. So one of the things that I will tell you that if you want to meet with me, that is fine. I'll be happy to do that. One of the things that you will need to know is there are 3 parts to real estate. So there's 3 parts to real estate. There's leads, there's listings, and then there's leveraging. And if you can't do any of those, you should go work at Walmart or Amazon. Just trying to be a nice person on that. Maybe cut hair. Anyways, so there. So number one thing is, I bet, how many plays do we have? We have probably like 38, 45 plays that we use different things.
For sure, definitely.
Yeah. And we change it up probably every year. In fact, we just did some things this is one of the things we're changing is YouTube right now. I haven't always had the greatest faith on that. True. That's Danielle back there. Because she's been, in 2016, I'm like, hey, we need to do more video. I do more video. I think I sold maybe, because of someone buying a home, 1 home, maybe. How many have you sold, Danielle? How many?
For what?
Selling a home on video.
I mean, I think that's kind of hard to measure, actually.
All right. And it is. It's one of those hard things where I know that if someone calls me on the phone,
Right.
I can help them.
But what if they found you on YouTube first?
Well, and that's why we do this, right? It's just because
it's refining processes.
It is.
Getting better always.
Refining. Where'd you learn that word, refining, from?
You use it a lot.
I use it a lot. All right. So some things that I want to tell you about real estate is you can be the best person with people and never sell a home. You can be someone very direct and never sell a home. Like, you should buy this house, because some people don't want to be told what to do. Some people want maybe that motherly love, like, oh, this would be a really good house to put all your friends in and all your family and all your kiddos. And so sometimes buying a home is an emotional thing. So you have to learn how to deal with your emotions. My mom used to say this all the time, where they are the calming force of the transaction. So you get to deal with lots of different people, from the crazy to the non-crazy, to the people that are very wealthy, to people that need your help. And so here's how real estate really works, is you have to do 3-4 things really out of the bat. So number one thing is you have to have the leads. And those can come from lots of different sources, whether you're knocking on doors, buying leads from, I don't know, realtorhomes.com, something like that. You can get leads from mailing brochures, from expired listings, someone that was maybe overpriced, and get that. You can get leads from your friends. In fact, the average agent, I think, how many out of 100 people, new agents, how many make it, Danielle, in the first year?
In the first year is 4.
4.
In the second year, there will only be 2.
2. So this is sort of like the NFL, not for long, baby. So you're not going to be around if you don't have some leads. We have lots of different things that we put in place to try to make you successful. One of the agents on our team, Mike, he sold, I think, 6 homes his very first year. And all 6, I think, were family members. Maybe 5 were family members of the 6. This year, he's done a great job. In 2025, he sold, I think, 12, 13 homes. And so that's done. That's doubling. His goal next year is to get to 24. So myself, I try to do somewhere around 35 to 50 on that. That's my goal, to help people. And that's really one of the things on that. So Danielle, do you have any things that you would like to put in right now?
Actually, it's funny that this is the topic you picked, because this is the topic I was going to give you. So
Again, I'm better than AI.
So great.
I know.
I didn't know it wasn't AI. I was really thinking we should talk about real estate agents, and specifically what you just asked me, how hard it is to be. It's 2 in 100 after 2 years.
Yeah, and you know, part of that 2 of 100 after 2 years. And part of it is just because of rejection, don't you think?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's so hard being rejected.
So mindset, I'm going to back up a couple things. So whether, again, you're using KW, whatever office you're at, that's fine, don't care. What you have to do is use the systems. And I think the biggest system you have to use is this one right here. This is your brain, your mindset, your attitude. Your attitude sets everything up. Sometimes I do some things that are crazy, and people are like, why do you do that? Well, in my brain, it's going to be fun, and we're going to help people learn that I can help them through fun. Or when it comes to your money, though, I'm going to be gosh dang serious, just so you know that. That's my new word, is gosh. I'm really working on those words.
I like it.
Yeah.
Very clean.
Yeah, clean. That's like my eyebrows are clean. So
yeah, watch that video on Instagram.
Yeah, that one's. It's like giving birth. That's why men don't give birth. I'm just going to tell you that. So mindset's one, and I'm going to tell you, get a coach. I don't care if it's Tom Ferry. If you do, make sure you say, hey, Jason Roshek said that, just because maybe he'll say something to me. And then the other one, I don't care if it's Brian Buffini. I don't care if it's Core. I think that's Keller Williams. I don't care if it's Nightingale. Mike Ferry. Matthew Ferreira, one of my favorite speakers, just so you know that. So, and the part of that is just so that you're learning, you're keeping accountability. So, accountability, that's the hard part. You're a new agent, you think, oh, I have all this free time. My phone rings all the time. All the time. And so you have to have boundaries, just so you know that. My boundaries, I go to the gym at 5:30, 6 o'clock, somewhere in there in that time frame where I'm walking. And I might make a list, but I'm not calling anybody because I don't want to wake anyone up. 2, 7 o'clock comes, I put my phone in another room, or I don't answer it because I have just got to be with my family. My family is my number one priority, just so you know that. So those are some things you got to have as boundaries. And then you have to have commitment too. So like every morning I usually come in, I do a bunch of little letters, I'll go through my calendar, I'll send out some emails. Gosh dang it, I love email so much. So if you're going to email me, make sure you email the info@jasonroshek.com. That way Caitlin makes sure she sees it, or someone on my team does. That's the director of everything. She was in episode 1. And so you have to be committed. You have to time block, and you have to do those things. If you work at home, well, I'm sorry, because you're going to end up doing laundry. You're going to end up doing dishes. You're going to make them. Yeah.
You will end up doing all of those things, but some of us humans have to work at home and actually get things done.
Some.
Yeah.
Percentage-wise, though, we're talking...
Probably less.
Less, yeah.
Moms, probably every time.
Yeah, now moms are a different thing.
We're superhumans.
Yeah, again, that's why they give birth. So, yeah. But I'm going to tell you, it's going into the office, getting into a culture that helps you and fits with you, aligns, is really good, too. So if you have a people like, you always hear the coffees for closers thing, and they're the guys that are walking around with a coffee cup like, yeah, it's hard out there. You know what? You really shouldn't hang around those people. In fact, you should go back to your office and make about 20 more calls because you just got one of his clients probably. So that is what you really should do. So that is the hardest thing. I think I probably do better with calls, texting. There are people that have whole email campaigns. Jimmy Mack, there's a really good dude right there if you want to learn from him. Or who's the other one that does the AI Academy? Jason Pantana. Yep. So there are some really good coaches out there. Make sure you get that coach so that you are staying accountable. The other thing too is I think you really need to have a mentor.
True. That's different from your coach also.
You're way different, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then tell us more. Who'd be your mentor in real estate, Danielle?
Well, you obviously.
Yeah, me obviously. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I said
you're
that.
are you fishing over there?
Yeah, that one was the coffee for closer on there. So, and I think you also have to reevaluate when you're first starting in real estate, probably monthly, what's working, what's not. So I had a person and she's like, Jason, you change something every week. I don't change. I really don't. You can ask Mike. I'm pretty constant or consistent, maybe persistent, but I might change the method. So instead of emailing people, I might tell you to text the people or call the people. Same script, or knock on the door. Remember that one time, Danielle, you and I went door knocking?
Oh my gosh, it was the worst day of my life.
It was. And did I ever make you do it again?
No, but you made me try it.
I did. And if it was successful, you would have said,
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again. So every person has their mode or method. And I think that's something you just got to know is what your mode or method is to that. The mentor will help you through those things on that. So what other questions do you have, Danielle, as far as, hey, I want to get into real estate. What are some things when you started? What were some of the thoughts?
Well, I mean, I probably started the same reason that everyone else started. You know, you're watching HGTV and seeing the millions of dollars that real estate agents are making. And you're like, dang, I could do this in such little time.
Yeah. So let's stop right there. All right, they're making tons of millions of money on HGTV. Is that because they have maybe some sponsors that are paying for them?
Totally. And they're also, you know, like in Selling Sunset, for example, in $20 million market volume, that's their sale price, $20 million.
Yeah. And so they sell one home.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're done.
And you're done. And then how much did you spend, like say, how much would you have to spend? Do you know those numbers off the top of your head?
Probably most of it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So one of the things that I also learned is that like when you get commission, I put a third of that away, or compensation, I think is the right word now. I put a third of that away in for taxes because I'm going to get taxed.
Yeah. So a third goes to taxes, a third goes to marketing, another third goes to savings, and then you get some chump change.
Some chump change. Yeah. So it's not as glorious as.
Totally.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard work.
I think that's why, what's the people down in Waco, Texas? Chip
and Joanna Gaines.
Yeah, that's why they have little stores, because they need those stores to make the money. So
Truly.
No, they're awesome. I think I'm the Chip of of Woodland Park, Colorado. Yeah, I am. There you go. I'll do something crazy for you. And then some other things. What other things do you think could a first-time agent really need to know? How long did it take for you to get your first sale?
3 months.
3 months.
Yeah.
So you're making no money for 3 months.
Yeah, which that's like the hardest part of real estate.
Yeah, and maybe 4 or 6 months. What's the longest one you had? Like 9 months?
9 months I didn't go. That's why. Well,
that's one of the reasons.
That's a different episode.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons you had to try some different things, right?
Totally. Yep.
Yeah, and how did that work? Didn't. It came back.
Yeah.
There you go. That's all you need to know.
There you go. Yeah.
All right. So you have to be consistent. Do you think you were consistent during those times of the 9 months?
Yeah, and I think that was what the hardest part was, is that I was being consistent and not getting anything in return.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to be real?
Go for it.
All right. I don't think you made enough calls. Actually talking to...
That's I probably could have made more calls for sure, but I definitely did them.
Yeah, okay. All right. And then the other one too, I think people also try to do is they try to get into a group, whether it's Kiwanis, I'm in Kiwanis, Rotary, Lions Club, MOPS, whatever. What are some other groups?
I mean, church is a group.
But you can't use those groups.
You can use them as funnels.
But it's not going to be instant.
No.
No.
No group ever will be.
No. And you got to do it for the right reasons. The reason I do Kiwanis is because I love helping kids. I love seeing the kids grow. I love seeing them become little leaders.
I think that's an important piece you said there.
What?
That you have to actually be involved in the group and have a passion for it.
And do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't.
Because otherwise it's just going to feel false to the other people who have a passion for the group that they're in.
You cannot.
You'll burn yourself.
Yeah, you can't expect to be getting business from something like that. You do it because it's healthy for you.
Exactly.
It's one of the mental mindsets of giving back, if that makes sense. So, what other things do you want to know about being a realtor? DM me, call us, text us, whatever. And you can always follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We will be starting the podcast soon too, which is way different than anything else. I'm going to tell you that. That's going to be something. But it's at Jason Roshek Partners, just so you know that. And again, please leave a DM or subscribe, hit the like button. I don't know if is it a thumb still?
Sure is.
Okay, there you go. I'm 55 years old trying all this stuff. And so there you go right there. All right, so here's what we learned. Doesn't matter what company, you need to get a coach. You need to get a mentor. You got to do listings and leads. You've got to get those things to put into place, and you have to follow a calendar. You have to time block. So any other things that we need to talk about on this one, Danielle?
Not at this moment.
All right. So, hey, thank you for joining us on episode 4 of Grow and Beyond with Jason Roshek and Partners, JRP. And have a great week and go Broncos.